Hey everybody, welcome to another class. What we're going to deal with today is we're going to work on various tenses, okay? We're going to work on various tenses. And the ones that we're going to work on are going to be the simple past, all right? And then the past continuous. We'll go real slow, just be a real slow, real smooth class that we can work through with this, okay? Yeah, so can you write the link where the words in the dictionary which shows the pronunciation? Yep, so let me just show you an example in here. So I have a question in here. So what I'll do, Veronica, is I'll give you an example, okay? And what she's referring to, let me go ahead and share the screen here. Okay, so what she's referring to is the phonetic spelling. So you can look this up in a dictionary. So she's in the chat here. So you can look this up in the dictionary, and what it's going to do is show you the phonetic spelling, also show you the IPA with this as well. All right, so good. That's an example of where you can get that. Hello, Arthur. Hi, Arthur. How are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you today?
I'm fine, thanks.
Good. You? Good. Doing well. Doing well. So I see you had a reservation. I'll put up the screen here so those that don't know what a reservation is, you can see how to get one. Okay. Where are you from, Arthur?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay, good. Fantastic. Fantastic. And have you been taking many classes here on Verbling?
This is my first class.
Oh, well, good. Good, good. Excellent. Excellent. So welcome to class.
I'm trying to practice a little bit.
So good. Good. Very good. Very good. Let me say hi to a fellow student here that you have. Hello, Amin. Hi.
Hello.
Hi, welcome back. How are you?
It's fine, I'm fine.
Good,
Thanks.
good. So you survived the Big Bang. You survived the last class, the Big Bang, the last class. The show that we were reading is called The Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
So good, very good. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see who else has joined here. Hello, Javon Lido, is that right? Hello? Okay, so let's see here. Hello, Iris, welcome back.
Hello.
Okay. Hi, is it Javon? Let me make sure I have this right. Let me make sure.
Givanildo.
Givanildo. Okay, good. Good.
Yes.
Welcome to class. Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Okay, good. Good. A few people from Brazil here then. Good. Well, welcome. Welcome to class. Facundo, long time no see.
Hi, Bret. How are you?
Doing well. Doing well. Good. Welcome to another class. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. And now Iris. Hello, Iris.
Hello.
Hi. This class won't be as funny as the last one, okay, Iris? It's grammar. It'll be a little painful, but it'll be worth it, okay? So, but welcome back. Let's see. And Luisa? Hi, Luisa.
Hi, teacher.
Hey, how are you?
Fine. Do you remember me?
Yeah, you're just
with my account.
Yeah, you wait 1 second here. Let me just
Because I can't join with my account.
Okay, no problem. No problem. So you're here now. So were you in some of my other classes before? So
Yes.
you were in the last one here with the Big Bang, or you're the HR woman. Were you in any other before that? Any other classes?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I was yesterday in the two class.
Okay, well, good. No, I'm sorry. There's so much sound going on. Let me take care of the rest of these students real quick here. Diana. Hi, Diana. Hola, Diana. Diana, escuche. Hey, Diana, just say something. Your microphone's working, okay? All right? Yeah, I can't beg you. You're not my girlfriend, okay? So I can't beg you to talk, all right? So let's fix you, Musad. So Musad, the problem you're having, Musad, is you need to close the verbling window, okay? And I'm going to mute some of the rest of you, okay? So hey, listen, Diana Castro.
No, ahí está.
Diana, just say hello, okay? Here, Diana, here's the rules of the classroom, okay? In case you don't know those, okay? All right, you're paying absolutely no attention right now, okay? So guys, just remember when you come into these hangouts, all right, there's plenty of people that want these seats, so you have to come prepared. Musad, let me help you, Musad. So Musad, the problem is, yeah, Musad. So there's an echo. Yeah, but Musad, there's an echo coming from you because you have the verbling window still open. Okay. You also need to look for a headset so there's not an echo. Okay, Musad.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah, Musad, you're going to have to go and take care of that. All right. Let me give you a link. Right? It's not that I don't care, I do, but I don't know how to get into your system and fix your system. So, and everybody else here is able to. So Musad, I gave you a link here on the side. I'll also give you a link here in the regular chat. So go and figure out what's wrong with your system because there's too much of an echo. There's too much of an echo, Musad. Okay? So please get that taken care of. All right? Okay. So good. So let's go on here. Minnie made it in. Hello, Minnie.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes,
good.
I made it. Finally.
Yeah. So good. Yeah. Some of the people have to drop out because they just can't quite figure it out. So good. You got a seat in there. So Toussaint Ander.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. How are you?
I'm fine, doing well today.
Good. And where are you from?
Good. I'm from, can I say that, West Indies? Or French West Indies. Well,
French West Indies. Okay, good.
yes.
Wow. Oh, nice. Must be a beautiful place to live, huh?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Well, welcome to class. Have you taken verbling classes before?
Oh, yes, before, this is my third class, in verbling.
Okay, so good. Okay, and Musad, I see this is first hour here on verbling. Okay, Musad. Good. And hi, Sarah? Sarai?
Sarai, hi there.
I still have it wrong. How do I pronounce your name again? And I'm still going to mess it up.
No, it's fine. Sarai. Like, so do I. Sarai.
Sarai, okay, all right, got it. And hey, Toussaint, make sure that you mute your microphone when you're not speaking because what happens is we can hear the click, click, click from your keyboard. It sounds like little chickens, okay? All right. So, okay, guys, this is going to be it's a really slow class, okay? I think I listed this as a beginner class, if I'm not mistaken. I might not have, maybe I didn't. But yeah, we're just going to go through just a couple of tenses, and if we don't make it through both of them, don't worry. That's not the main point, is to fly through them. We're going to use the past simple, okay, a simple past and the past continuous. We're just going to go through these. We're going to create various sentences. We're going to talk about these, and this should be pretty basic, okay, pretty basic what we're working through. All right, so Amin. And by the way, everybody be thinking of sentences that you could give to me, example sentences, because I'm going to call on you. Amin, can you start to read here when it comes to the simple past?
Okay. You called Debbie. Did you call Debbie? You didn't. You did not call Debbie.
Okay, all right. So let's look at this. So this is how it's formed, okay? So a verb plus the ed. So again, call, okay? past tense, you add an ed. All right? Okay? And here. And then, what's that?
We don't ed. We don't
Yeah, so
pronounce ed.
I'm sorry, say it again. It's okay.
We don't pronounce ed.
Called.
Called.
So, yeah, and by the way, I give a whole class on the ed sound, so you can look at some of my past classes I have. I try to give one or two. Pardon me. I try to give one a week or one every 2 weeks. But there's a whole there's 4 different ways that you say the ed. Okay, all right. So so for this one, yeah, called. It has just a. You don't say called. You say called. All right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in here's some examples, and then you have the irregular verbs that don't take on the ed. All right. And then when you're asking a question like this, did you call Debbie? Okay. You did not call Debbie. So that's in the past in here. So this is how it's used here. All right. Can you let's just go on to the next person actually. Okay. So good, Arthur. Arthur, can you read this here?
Yes. Use the simple past to express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. Sometimes the speaker may not actually mention the specific time, but they do have one specific time in mind.
Okay, so yeah, so in here it's mentioning this the specific time. Let's see. Oh, here it isn't. Okay, these last two aren't. But yeah, you can say when it happened or not. All right, but it's something that's completed. It's something that's completed. Okay, so it's an action that's already done. It's already finished. It's not something that started in the past and still continuing in here. Okay, and we'll read these sentences, then we'll start to make up our own. Facundo, can you read these examples here, please?
Okay. I saw a movie yesterday. I didn't see a play yesterday. Last year I traveled to Japan. Last year I didn't travel to Korea. Did you have dinner last night? She washed her car. He didn't wash his car.
Washed her car. Okay, so good. Okay. So all right. So now we'll just make a few example sentences as well. Toussaint. Hey, Toussaint.
I hear him now. Okay.
Okay, no problem. So can you make up an example sentence for me with a simple past? And again, it's an event that's happened in the past and already has completed. All right?
An example like these examples?
Yeah, like I ate pizza yesterday. I drank a Coke this morning. Okay? Just a real simple one.
I met my friend yesterday.
I met my friend yesterday. Good, good. Okay.
That's good. Okay.
Yep. And Givanildo?
Oh,
Okay. Can you
I
also
am here. I'm here.
Can you give me an example sentence as well?
And
Okay. What did you do this morning? It's okay.
she washed it.
That's
She
okay.
washed her dog.
She washed her dog. Okay. All right. Got it. Okay. All right. And Luisa. And guys, I'll call on you randomly so everybody be thinking of sentences. Go ahead, Luisa. Just one simple one in the past.
Teacher,
Uh-huh.
can you repeat, please?
Yes. Can you give me one example sentence of a simple past tense? So like you attended the class an hour ago. All right? Go ahead.
Okay. Um, she worked today.
She worked today. Okay.
Work today.
Yep. Okay, but can't she still be working, right? Okay, so yeah, she worked today is fine, but you want to say maybe she worked earlier today, or she finished her work for the day today. Okay, because you can still imply that there's still some action going on with that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. So now, let's see. So, and I'm sorry, I'm terrible with your name. Givanildo?
I'm here.
Can you read this as a series of completed actions? And in just one moment. So, guys, also too, make sure you take a look at these charts. These are pretty cool. Okay. All right. Helps
Okay.
give you a visualization, or helps you visualize what's going on. Okay, go ahead.
We use the simple past to list a series of completed actions in the past. These actions happen first, second, third, fourth, and so on.
Okay. Yep.
Examples. I finished work, walked to the beach, and found a nice place to swim. He arrived from the airport at 8, checked in the hotel at 9, and met the others at 10. Did you add flour, pour in the milk, and then add the eggs?
Okay, so good. So this is going on with the series, okay? Okay? So this is where you have something that happens 1, 2, 3, just like it shows in here. All right? So good. Good. Okay, so this one's nice. It's a little bit harder, but it's okay. Iris, can you read here with the simple past?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Simple past.
The simple past can be used with a duration, which starts.
Yeah, it's my computer. He freeze. But the simple past can be used with a duration which starts and stops in the past. A duration is a longer action often indicated by expressions such as for 2 years, for 5 minutes, all day, all year, etc. Examples: I lived in Brazil for 2 years. Shauna studied Japanese for 5 years. They sat at the beach all day. They did not stay at the party the entire time. We talked on the phone for 30 minutes. A. How long did you wait for them? B. We waited for 1 hour.
Okay, so good, so good. So you can see here there's a lot of for, okay? There's a lot of the use of for. Now let me explain something, okay? Just listen. When you use for, you use what I call chunks of time. For 2 days, for 3 hours, for 5 weeks, okay? So that's a chunk of time, and that's completed, all right? Okay? There's nothing more happening. That's already happening, or that's already done. Now, when you get into the next tense, where it's going to be a past continuous, you're going to see the use of the word since. When you use since, S-I-N-C-E, when you use since, what that is going to do is that's going to refer to a certain period of time starting, all right? So you can't say since 2 months, since 3 weeks. You have to say since 2012, since January of this year, since December 31st, okay? So when you're using a duration in the past that is a simple past, then what you'll do is you typically use for, okay? You'll never use since, all right? Because since implies that it's still continuing. Okay, and you don't always have to use for, All right. So in here we talked on the here. We did not stay at the party the entire time. We sat at the beach all day. So there are times where we don't use it, but for is very common. Okay. So good. Good. Let's make up some sentences here. Hey, Jose made it. Hey, Jose, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good, good. Welcome to class. Jose, can you make up a sentence that gives a duration in the past? You know, like I said, those chunks of time, those duration. So, like, I would say, I worked in China for 4 years. I no longer live there. I no longer work there. And that's the period of time that I did that.
An example.
Please.
They played tennis for 2 hours.
Oh, very good. Mine?
I lived in Germany for 2 years.
Okay, good. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Iris. Go ahead, Iris.
I studied English in Canada for 3 months.
For 3 months, okay. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. So again, guys, I told you this class would be a little simple, real slow, real smooth, okay? So, all right. So good, good. Luisa, can you read here, habits in the past?
Okay. The simple past can also be used to describe a habit which stopped in the past. It can have the same meanings as used to make it clear that we are talking about a habit. We often add expressions such as always, often, usually, never, when I was a child, when I was a younger, etc. Examples. I studied French when I was as a child. He played the violin. He didn't play the piano. Did you play a musical instrument when you were a kid? She worked at the movie theater after school. They never went to the school, they always escaped the class.
Okay.
Escaped class.
Skip class, yep. Yep, okay, good, good. Okay. And by the way, guys, I'm just telling you, on here, you can go here, let's see, to this Lingo Center, all right? I'm going to do another ED class so you can get to a live one, okay? But if you're wondering about these ED sounds, I also have one in here, okay, that you can take a look at, okay? All right, so this is an older class. Let me just copy this. Okay, just in case you want to take a look. And don't worry, it's a very common mistake to make, okay, with the ED. So don't worry. Okay, so yes, so these are things that stopped already. They don't continue, you know. So again, you get the since, right? I played the violin since, since 1992. That would mean, hey, still playing it, all right? So that wouldn't be a simple past. That would be a past continuous. So again, you wouldn't use that word. That seems to be where most people get things confused. Okay, so yeah, let's make up a few examples. Arthur, can you give me an example sentence of something that you did in the past before? Okay, that you no longer do?
I studied engineering for 5 years.
I studied engineering for 5 years, okay? All right. Yep, and you can just say, I studied engineering when I was younger as well. Okay, so you don't have to necessarily put a duration. But these two examples are the same, though. You're still doing it, but you're also giving a duration, which is good. Okay? All right. So here we go. Let's get on to generalizations. Okay, Mine, can you do me a favor? Can you read this? The simple past can also be used.
Okay. The simple past can also be used to describe past facts or organizations which are no longer true. As in use for above, this use to simple past is quite similar to expression used to. Examples: she was shy as a child, but now she is very outgoing. He didn't like tomatoes before. Did you live in Texas when you were a kid? People paid much more to make cell phone calls in the past.
Okay. Let's read this in here, okay? So we get this with the when clause and when this happens, okay? Go ahead.
Okay. Clause Important when clauses happen first. Clauses are group of the words which have meaning but are often not complete sentences. Some clauses begin with the word when, such as when I dropped my pen or when class began. These clauses are called when clauses, and they are very important. The examples below contain when clauses. Examples: when I paid her $1, she answered my question. She answered my question when I paid her $1. When clauses are important because they always happen first. When both clauses are in the simple past. Both of the examples above mean the same things. First, I pay her $1 and then she answered my question. It is not important whether when I pay her $1 is the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. However, the example below has a different meaning. First, she answered my question and then I pay her $1. Example: I pay her $1 when she answered my question.
Okay. All right. So it's just looking how it has a slightly different meaning. Okay. Slightly different in how they have that. And yeah, and this is just a clause. So this action causes this action to happen. All right. Okay. So so yeah, let's squeeze through this next one here. That's just something to know. Okay. So here we go. Let's go on to the next one here. Toussaint, adverb placement here. Okay.
Okay. Adverb placement. The examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, just, etc. Examples: you just called Debbie. Did you just call Debbie?
Okay, so good.
Active. Okay.
Yep, so good. So yeah, this is just adverb placement. And also too, you want to look at, yeah. Yep. And there's also adverbs of frequency, all right, occasionally, repetitively, different things like that. You want to place those, you know, you repetitively call Debbie for 1 year. Okay, so just adverbs of frequency also you want to look into as well. Okay, and this is just active and passive. Go ahead and read this in here. Go ahead, Toussaint. Go ahead.
Okay. Active, passive. Examples: Tom repaired the car. Active. The car was repaired by Tom.
Okay. So this is just two examples of using it. You know, using the past simple and the active. Okay, is where Tom, he's the one who's repairing the car, as opposed to the object itself. The car was repaired by Tom. Is how you need to add that in there with the was, okay? So good, good. Okay, so now let's get any other questions about this here? Okay. We'll go on then to the past continuous in here. Okay, so good. Just exactly halfway through class. So, all right. So in here, past continuous. Yeah, go ahead, Anime. Just be thinking of various sentences because we'll create a few more sentences. The past continuous, a little bit harder than the past simple. Okay. Go ahead. Can you read this here for us, Anime? Hello, Anime. Are you there? Hi, Anime. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, Facundo?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Anime. Hello, anime. Huh. It's kind of spaced out. Anime? Okay. Arthur. Hey, Arthur.
Yes.
Can you read this for us here? These examples here? Okay.
Examples. You were studying when she called.
You call anime or Amin?
And your name is Anime, right? Or Amin? I'm sorry, Amin. I'm sorry, Amin. I'm sorry. I don't know what my problem is today with names. So yeah, Amin, I'll have you read next. Okay, Arthur's reading right now. Okay, I'll have you read next though. Sorry about that. Arthur, go ahead.
Were you studying when she called? You were not studying when she called.
Okay. All right. So let's see in here. Let's see the different ways that we can use this. Okay. So go ahead, continue reading here. Let's use the past continuous.
Use the past continuous to indicate that a longer action in the past was interrupted. The interruption is usually a shorter action in the simple past. Remember, this can be a real interruption or just an interruption in time.
Okay, go ahead.
Examples. I was watching TV when she called. When the phone rang, she was writing a letter. While we were having the picnic, it started to rain. What were you doing when the earthquake started? I was listening to my iPod, so I didn't hear the fire alarm. You were not listening to me when I told you to turn the oven off. While John was sleeping last night, someone stole his car. Sammy was waiting for us when we got off the plane. While I was writing the email, the computer suddenly went off. What were you doing when you broke your leg? I was snowboarding.
Okay, so good, so good. So let's create a few example sentences here. All right. Again, so you see how this is things where you're interrupted. Okay, you know, I was listening to my iPod, so I didn't hear the fire alarm.
Vou
Okay.
tirar como?
What's that? Sorry, what was that? Okay, all right. So yeah, so a real interruption or just something that happens in time, okay? So, you know, you were not listening to me when I told you to turn the oven off. So obviously the person never got interrupted there, okay? So he just wasn't listening to him. All right, and what it's talking about in here is that you'll usually have a simple past that's associated with this. All right, when you have this past continuous. Okay, so these are going to be a little harder, but it's okay. Let's make up some example sentences in here. Okay, Jose, can you create an example sentence in here with the past continuous, where you have an interruption where something that was happening in the past?
Yes, one moment.
Yep.
An example in simple past.
No, not in simple past. Past continuous.
Past
so
continuous.
Yeah, I was teaching the lesson.
I was studying English last night.
Okay, so you're almost there. So I was studying English last night. And did somebody do something when you were studying English? So maybe I was studying English when my sister interrupted me. Okay, so go ahead. Okay. So continue that. So you have the first part, I was studying English. Now can you do something else? So when you were studying English, did something else happen? And it's okay, Jose.
I don't understand. Right?
It's okay, Jose. Not a problem. Not a problem. Okay? All right? So,
Yes.
okay, so what happened here is we want to talk about a interruption, okay? An interruption, okay? So what happens is while you were studying, something might have happened. When you were studying, did you drink anything? Did you drink a glass of water? Did you drink a Coke?
I study English. I studied English when I.
It's okay, Jose. It's all right. It's a little. Don't worry, Jose. It's okay. You're here to learn. Let me help you. You can just say something as simple as, you know, I was studying English last night when my little sister came up and gave me a piece of candy. Okay?
When my little sister
came up and gave me a piece of candy. It's okay. Remember, you can go back and you can listen to some of these examples. You'll get it. It's all right. This one's harder, okay?
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And everybody, be thinking of examples, okay? Toussaint. Go ahead, Toussaint. Can you give me an example?
An example? Okay. 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 While John was sleeping last night, I called him.
While John was sleeping last night, I called him. Good friend, huh?
It's good. Oh,
John was
I'm
sleeping
hitting.
last night. I woke him up.
I was hitting when my mother called me.
No, that's okay. You gave a good example. I'm just saying, what a good friend. Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
I have a question.
Yes.
About one example in was John was sleeping last night. Someone stole his car. Where is the interruption?
Yeah, stole his car. Okay.
Stole his car.
Yep, he was sleeping. Someone stole his car. But again, though, it doesn't have to be that he gets interrupted. Okay, it's just something that happens while another event. I know the interruption. So you know, it can be real or just an interruption in time. Okay, is what it's talking about. All right. So someone stole his car. All that happened. Okay.
Okay.
He probably slept like a baby. You know. So. Oh, she was watching TV. Yeah. So Arthur, I was cooking while she. So Arthur has a question. While she watched TV. Okay. Because Arthur, what you're doing there, Arthur, is you're having two continuous actions because you have the ing. Okay. So when you take a verb and you put the ing like that, you make it into a gerund and you're continuing. So it's just I was cooking while she watched TV. Okay. All right, or when she watched TV. Okay. While I was waiting for your class, I watched TV. Yep, very good, Mine. Okay. So, and Luisa, go ahead, Luisa. Give an example here.
Okay. She was reading a book when the teacher is scolding her sister.
So she was reading a book when the teacher, did you say scolded? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so no, it's all right. I just want to make sure you said, so when the teacher scolded her, and for whatever reason, I didn't catch the last part, but that's good, as long as you have the main structure there, okay? And Iris? Go ahead, Iris.
Yes, I was taking a shower early this morning when the shower stopped.
When the shower stopped. Oh, okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, so good. So I woke up last night in the middle of the night with a broken pipe. Can't wait to see my. Yeah, I'm serious. I kid you not. I can't wait to see my water bill. Someone stole this car. Yes, simple past. So stole this car. So it already happened, Arthur. Yep. Okay. And stole. So steal, stole, stolen. Right. Okay. So stole is the simple past in there. Okay. So good. So now I'm gonna say the name right. Amin.
Irregular verb.
Yeah, it's an irregular verb. Correct. It's an irregular verb, and those are the tenses that it takes on. And actually, I'm not sure, but I think stole. I don't know every verb. I'm trying to remember. I'll look it up. Stole might also be one of those where it can be a past participle past participle as well, but I'm not sure. I'll look that up. Amin, can you read this next one? Go ahead.
Specific time as an interruption. In use 1, described above, the past continuous is interrupted by a shorter action in the simple past. However, you can also use a specific time as an interruption. Examples. Last night at 6 p.m., I was eating dinner. At midnight, we were still driving through the desert. Yesterday, at this time, I was sitting at my desk at work.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Important. In the simple past, a specific time is used to show when an action began or finished. In the past continuous, a specific time only interrupts the action. Examples. Last night at 6 p.m., I ate dinner. Last night at 6 p.m., I was eating dinner.
Okay. So again, simple past, you have a certain time, certain block of time and so forth, and boom, it's done, okay? All right? And then this is, like around, okay? So at 6 p.m. you started the process. So you started the process, or you had already started it before 6, all right? Okay, so I was eating dinner, okay? All right? So let's go on here. Yeah, we have plenty of time. Okay. Actually, yeah, let's make a few examples of this, okay? Givanildo.
Okay, I'm here.
And can you create a sentence here? Let's get back up to here, okay? Yeah, let's do these, okay? So at a certain point, where an action that was continuous at that time. So I could say an hour ago I was teaching English. Okay? All right? So go ahead. Give an example like this.
And this morning at 6 a.m. I took a look in my book.
This morning at 6 a.m. I took a look in my book. Okay? I was taking a look at my materials, or I was reading the book is probably more of what you want to say, okay? You need that ing, all right? It's okay, all right? No problem, no problem. Okay, so Facundo, go ahead, Facundo.
I have to read or give an example.
Give an example. Give an example.
Okay, I was cooking the dinner when they came to home.
I was cooking the dinner when they came home. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. Yep, because that's your point in time. when they came home. Good, good. And Facundo, so you're saying your question has been answered. Now you understand the difference between the present continuous?
No, no, it wasn't an answer. It was a sentence.
Oh.
I was wondering the difference when you explained to me.
Okay, so you understand it now, right? So so you're giving an example. I'm confused. Let me make sure I understand. So is that an example sentence, or are you saying that now you?
Yes, yes, it was an example sentence.
Ah, okay. I was wondering the. Okay, good example sentence. Okay, so let me make sure. I was wondering. I would say I was wondering about the difference between present continuous and past continuous. When you explained, I would say when you explained them to me, okay?
Can I say when you explained it to me?
Explained it to me, but also too, yeah, you can explain it to me, because yeah, that's even better, because I'm only explaining to you right now the past continuous. I'm not explaining the present continuous. So yeah, explained it to me. Yep, very good. Okay. Yep. And yeah, Arthur, steal, stole, stolen. Here's a whole bunch of those that you can look up. And thanks, Arthur. I took a look real quick, and you're right. Okay, that'll help you out as well. So good. Very good, guys. Okay, so yeah, let's do here with parallel actions. Okay, all right. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of INGs, okay, in here. So let's see, Facundo, can you read this here? When you use the past continuous.
When you use the past continuous with two actions in the same sentence, it expresses the idea that both actions were happening at the same time. The actions are parallel. Examples: I was studying while he was making dinner. While Ellen was reading, Tim was watching television. When you listening while were you listening while he was talking? I wasn't paying attention while I was writing the letter, so I made several mistakes. What were you doing while you were waiting? Thomas wasn't working, and I wasn't working either. They were eating dinner, discussing their plans, and having a good time.
Okay, so three things going in parallel at that last one, right? Okay, three things going in parallel. Let me make sure. Let me see how much. Yeah, and I'm sorry. This is me being a bad teacher. I said we shouldn't worry about getting through all, but let's try to get through some more of this. Okay. All right. So good. Everybody loves grammar, and so does Givanildo. And how do I say the name? Just tell me how to say it. Tell me how to say your name properly. One more time. How do I say it? And then I'll have you read.
Can I read?
Yeah. You don't want me to hammer your name? You just want to read? No problem. Go ahead. Use for atmosphere.
Okay. In English, we often use a series of parallel actions to describe the atmosphere at a particular time in the past. Example: when I walked into the office, several people were busily typing, some were talking on the phone, the boss was yelling directions, and customers were waiting to be helped. One customer was yelling at a secretary and waving his hands. Others were complaining to each other about the bad service.
Okay, so good. Yep. So atmosphere, what's going on? What was going on at that time? All right? Okay, so then this is just continuous action at that time when I walked into the office. All right, and this again, this is where you have your simple past. Okay, I'm not when I was walking into the office, when I walked into the office. and here's everything going on at the time. Okay, so good, good. Okay. All right. So let's continue on. Iris. Yeah, yelling is screaming. Yelling and screaming, same thing, Arthur. Go ahead, Iris.
Okay. Repetition and irritation with always. The past continuous with words such as always or constantly express the idea that something irritating or shocking often happened in the past. The concept is very similar to the expression used to, but with negative emotion. Remember to put the words always or constantly between be and verb plus ing. Examples. She was always coming to class late. He was constantly talking. He annoyed everyone. I didn't like them because they were always complaining.
Okay. All right. So good. Good. So let's go in here. Okay. Yeah. Let's continue with this. Okay. Go ahead. Read this while versus when.
While versus when. Clauses are groups of words which have meaning, but are often not complete sentences. Some clauses begin with the word when, such as when she called or when it beat me. Other clauses begin with while, such as while she was sleeping and while he was surfing. When you talk about this in the past, when is most often followed by the verb tense simple past. How do I say whereas?
Whereas.
Again?
Yeah, I was looking up whereas. Whereas
Oh, okay.
while. Whereas.
Whereas while is usually followed by past continuous. While expresses the idea of during that time. Study the examples below. They have similar meanings, but they emphasize different parts of the sentence. Examples. I was studying when she called. While I was studying, she called.
Okay, good, good, good. Yep. And
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
They said there are similar meanings, but they emphasize different parts of the sentence. What is the difference between two sentences? I'm always confused. Which part is important?
Yep. So that's what it's doing. So it's almost like when you and don't misinterpret it. It's almost like when you have an active and a passive voice in some ways. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Emphasize the action that's on it. So what she's saying is, and it's important because the intonation that you have in here, right? So I was studying when she called. So that's the emphasis. That's the most important thing in here. And then while I was studying, that's the most important thing. She called. So all this is just really a matter of these words being keywords that then cause the intonation, right, to change it to where there's emphasis. Both events are both the same. It's just a matter of which one you're putting the importance on. Okay?
Can I say clauses part is important in this sentence? It's like a when clause or why clause.
Yes, the while clause or the when clause, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. You're welcome. And you can even see in here that it's also just this is the past simple. Okay, so this one here is emphasizing more on the continuous. Okay. Right, good. Good. Okay, and good. We'll be able to just squeeze this out. All right. Okay, and I can use while in the simple past or not. So we have an interruption while we have that. So you want to know if you can use while in the simple past? No. No, you can't use while. Can't think of an example. While we ate. One second. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think you can use that. I'll look that up. Good, very good question. I apologize for not having that right away, Arthur. Let me look that up. But I don't think you can because it's a continuous.
I think after a while we have to use verb plus ing. That is the reason we cannot use simple past tense.
Yep. And thank you, May. Thank you very much. Let's see here. So, Jose, go ahead, Jose. Can you read here? Remember non-continuous?
Remember non-continuous verb. It's important to remember that non-continuous verb cannot be used in any continuous tense. Also, certain non-continuous meanings for mixed verbs cannot be used in continuous tense. Instead of using past continuous with these verbs, you must use simple past.
Okay, go ahead.
Continue.
Please.
Example. Jan was being at my house when you arrived. No, correct. Jan was at my house when you arrived. Correct.
And Jane.
Jane was.
Okay.
I continued.
Yeah. Go ahead here. Go ahead. Okay.
Adverb placement. The examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such always, only, never, ever, still, yes, etc. Example: you were just studying when she called. Were you just studying when she called?
Okay. And then this is just more with the active and the passive. Okay. All right. So let's go back in here. Let's look at some while and when, since there are a lot of questions here. All right. And single present tense in there. Let's make up some example sentences, and I'll read that. Okay. So wait. No. It doesn't have to be. So here, I'll answer that question. Let's make some example sentences, and I'll answer his question in the chat. Go ahead, Amin. Can you create an example sentence with while or when? Okay. Amin. Okay, so let's see. Arthur, can you create an example sentence here? Okay, using while or when in here, like they have here.
Okay. I was studying while my brother was playing video game.
I was studying while my brother was playing a video game. Okay, and those are two parallel ones. Yep. Okay. Givanildo, go ahead.
And while I was working.
While I was working.
He called.
Yep. Okay. Good. And go ahead, Iris.
Well, I was going to my work. My boss called me or text me.
My boss called me or text me. Yep, called me. Okay. All right. And Jose.
While I was walking, my mother sleeping.
My mother was sleeping. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay, and let's see, Luisa. Go ahead, Luisa. One more.
She was reading the book When she put music.
When she played the music. She played the music. Okay, got it.
Why no,
What's
teacher?
that?
Why no put?
Oh, so you want to say when she put on some music? Is that what you're saying? I'm sorry.
Yes.
You can say put on music. I thought you said put music. So I was saying played music. But yeah, you can put on the music.
Put on the music.
Yeah, but usually like put on a record, put on a CD, put on a song. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So or otherwise turn on the radio, turn on the stereo, different things like that. Okay, so good. We squeezed right in at the end, so that's good. All right, so thank you, everybody. I know that grammar is not